These two Syrian brown bears have spent the first 15 years of their lives in small cages and don't get enough to eat. But in a few weeks, they'll be on their way from southern Lebanon to a sanctuary in Colorado, thanks to Animals Lebanon.
It's difficult times in Lebanon now with the economic crisis and all of the effects of the collapse of the government and the currency. And with coronavirus, so there's not much activity at any of the zoos now. So that's very difficult for zoos to deal with.
The entrance fee for most zoos in Lebanon is only a few dollars, but few people can come and pay that. The Lebanese pound has lost more than 90% of its value in the past 2 years, and 2/3 of the population live in poverty. The crisis makes it difficult for zoos to cover expenses like the approximately $250 needed per week to feed just one adult lion, let alone the cost of medicines and upkeep of their facilities. Animals Lebanon has rescued one lion from this zoo and is hoping to do the same for these. While Lebanon zoos are certainly struggling because of the economic crisis, Animals Lebanon say that the treatment of animals in zoos here has always been inadequate, and not one of them in this country fully adheres to the international standards of the World Association of Zoos and Aquariums. This hyena is displaying extreme signs of stress as it paces a small cage. So is this wild fox. This hyena seems to have given up. It isn't even getting up for food. This kind of neglect is widespread and has led to the deaths of animals.
Some of these animals at these zoos were trafficked into the country. Others, like local wildlife, are caught and then put in these zoos. And unfortunately, now that you have enough of a population of lions, you're actually seeing some of those types of animals being born here and then traded between the zoos or between private owners.
After a campaign by Animals Lebanon, the country's first law protecting animals was passed in 2017, and that has allowed the charity to close down 4 zoos. But animal abuse hasn't stopped because the law is not always enforced.
Authorities need to be stricter on this matter. People who are hurting animals need to be given a reasonable punishment, instead of there being unlawful interference with the justice system that stops any punishment at all.
Animals Lebanon has moved hundreds of animals to the US and South Africa. It's saved others by taking food to zoos and feeding the animals that remain, as it works to get them out of Lebanon too. Imogen Kimber, TRT World, Lebanon.